My guest today is a star linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens. He played college football at South Carolina and was drafted first overall by the Houston Texans in the 2014 NFL Draft. He's a three-time Pro Bowler and the best run stopper in the entire league, guaranteed. It's my absolute honor to welcome to Jake's Takes the one and only Jadeveon Clowney.
What's going on? How you doing, man?
Dude, I am so excited to have you on my show. I'm a huge fan of yours, and I just wanted to thank you for taking your time to do this.
Man, I appreciate you inviting me on the show, man.
Of course. And I also got to give a huge shout out to your wife for being so awesome to me. I had an amazing experience when my guy Ronnie Stanley, who's also amazing, just a phenomenal guy, he invited me to come to the game, and also the Ravens chief of staff, Mr. Adam Newman, who's also an amazing dude. So I was sitting next to your wife, and super nice to me the entire game. So I wanted to give a huge shout out to her for helping set this up and everything.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all. She stayed on me about getting on the show. She's been calling me all day about it.
I am so grateful for that. It's amazing. So how does the 1 seed feel? Come on, give me a little give me some juice. How does it feel?
To be where we at right now?
Oh yeah.
Feels good, man. It's been a long time. You worked so hard in the off season to get to this point with the team you're on, and we're just in a great situation right now. We just got to take it one game at a time and continue to do what we've been doing the whole season and playing together and try to get the job done.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you about that. You just said take it one game at a time, but here's my question. I know in the regular season, you know your schedule, you know who you're playing next, but when it comes playoff time and you have the bye like you guys do, you don't know who you're playing next. So how do you prepare for your next team if you don't know who the next team is?
I feel like you just go and prepare like throughout the season with plays and teams that have been using certain plays that have worked on us throughout the season, and it's a copycat lead, and most teams and pick up on that from week to week, and we have to prepare for that each week, and it usually be the same thing. You got to stop the plays that's been beating you throughout the season.
Are you going to be watching Wild Card Weekend?
Oh, for sure. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, so this Ravens defense has always been good. But for the past couple of years, the one thing it's been missing is the pass rush. That's why they drafted Odafe Owe, and then they went out and they drafted David Ojabo, who's an incredible young player as well. They're still missing the little oomph in that pass rush. And you're that missing piece, Jadeveon. How great does it feel to be such an important piece in the best defense in the league?
That's great, man. I'm just happy to be here. Like I told them, I was at home this off season, and everybody was on teams. Camp had started. And I was just like, I guess I might not be playing this year. We'll see how it goes. And I get out there, and everything's going well for me. And I'm on the best defense in the league, if you ask me.
Did you know this would happen when you signed that contract? How amazing you guys would be as a whole?
I came and visited that during camp, and I seen some of the guys, and I was like, this defense look like it can be special, man. And I can come in here and help guys and help just be me, my energy, and I felt like I can get that throughout the team. And it's been great so far. We had a great season, but it's not done yet. Job not done yet.
Of course, it's not done yet, but you're definitely right. It has been an amazing year for this Ravens defense. They've just they've allowed 20, you guys allowed 26 touchdowns this year. That's it.
That's playing great.
Best in the entire NFL, when the next best team has allowed 32. Come on. Is this the best defense you've been a part of?
Oh, for sure. By far. The best defense I've played on in 10 years, So it's been great, man. I just, try to go out there and we continue to do what we've been doing. And, we got playmakers all over the field from the safety position all to the D-line, man. Everything in between linebackers, corners. And when you got a bunch of guys around can make plays, man, make your job a lot easier. You just go out there and have fun and continue to do what you've been doing, playing football.
Yeah, you guys have playmakers all over the field on the defensive side, especially offensive too. But I actually wanted to ask you, in your entire career, you've played with some spectacular defensive players. Obviously, this year's Ravens have a ton of them. Myles Garrett, you played with Stephon Gilmore in college. Who do you think you've learned the most from out of all these defensive players?
I learned from.
Yeah.
Uh, I learned. Probably say stuff. It's a lot. I played with Vince Wilfork, he taught me a lot. Jonathan Joseph, J.J. Watt, all of them guys. When I say taught me a lot, it wasn't necessarily on the field. It was like just becoming a pro and being a pro and going about your business each day. So I give to all three of them guys, really.
Anyway, so I legit think that you might be the most underrated player at this position in the last decade. Hear me out on this, Jadeveon. Every team you're on, you make all the difference. In Seattle, in Tennessee, you helped turn that team around. In Cleveland, you and Myles Garrett together. And now what you're doing in Baltimore, it just seems that you don't get the credit that you deserve. And you make your teammates' jobs so much easier. You agree with me? You don't get the credit you deserve?
I've been felt that way a long time ago. I just got over it. I feel like it's because of the way my career started with the injuries and everything, and I took off. But it don't matter how you start; it's how you finish. And I'm just gonna continue to go out there and do what I've been doing, playing football, having fun.
You know, if I would give you a comparison to any other sport, it would be a guy I had on my show too, Drew Holiday. He's the basketball player on the
Oh
on
yeah,
the on the
with
Celtics.
ball.
He might not have the most amazing numbers. His numbers are great, but it goes beyond that. Like he makes his teammates' jobs easier. He helps out the team in general, and I think you do that
Yeah,
as well. So,
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
of course, bro. So I also wanted to ask you, talk to me about that sack this past week. You came in there, you had 8.5 sacks on the year, and you knew the game might not have mattered so much, but you
Yeah,
knew what mattered a lot. It was getting that sack and that you had 750,000 reasons why you wanted to get that sack. And
yeah.
then you hit the dance afterwards for a while. Some people in the building might not have been knowing what's going on, but I'm sure you did. What was that like for you?
It was funny because doing that play, I felt like they didn't even call it a sack. I was like, this close, and that's why I bust out laughing and dancing like that because I didn't think it was a sack. I didn't even see it, so I was just like laughing. And really, I wanted the 2 sacks because they would have broke my career high. You know, I missed 2 against San Francisco. I had the guy in my hands, and I was like, I should have made them plays, but I left some plays out there this year, and I got to make up for that in the playoffs.
Yeah, you had an amazing year, and I think that you were one of two defensive players to reach their sack goal this like in week 18. I think the other one was Chris Jones. He reached a crazy
Yeah, I
incentive.
seen
He
that.
got like 1.25 mil. He said he's getting the entire defensive line a Rolex. You doing
Yeah,
anything like that, Davion?
we got a big group, and I got to see what's going on. Might not be a Rolex. But
Yeah, of
that's
course.
funny.
You know, the thing that actually I think sets this Ravens team apart. You guys are stacked with talent, obviously, starting with Lamar, who's going to win his second MVP. But what stands out to me about this squad is just how much fun y'all are having with it. Yeah, it's all about winning, but you guys are just doing it with crazy character and style. Zay Flowers is smiling ear to ear every play. When he got that 75-yard
Yeah,
touchdown
for
against
sure,
the Dolphins, he was dancing for 20 minutes. I'm not even joking. Am
for
I
sure,
right
for
about
sure.
this?
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a fun group. Young, they have fun. They got a lot of energy, and we go out there, man. Just try to continue to play with that energy on the field and then carry it out when you're having fun, man, and make your job a lot easier. And when you're playing well, you're having fun and you're winning. So we just continue to have that swagger about us and going to the game and just play our style of football.
You know, after watching Zay dance that much after the 75-yard touchdown, I would have thought he's the best dancer on the team. But then Coach Hardrod breaks it down.
See
Dude,
that?
how amazing of a moment was that?
Oh, that was funny, man. I was dying laughing. He got some moves. He got some moves in there. Seen him. break it down.
Were you guys all proud of him for doing that?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. He a great coach, man. We have a good time with Harbaugh.
It's amazing. Anyway, so this past week, the Miami Dolphins played the Bills for the 2 seed. And if you would have told me 5 weeks ago that the Bills would have this opportunity, I would have laughed at you. They were 6-6, but because of playing some great football and a little bit of help from Dolphins injuries, Waddle, Mostert, Howard, Chubb all didn't play. The Bills won the division and took the 2 seed. Who do you think is your biggest competitor in the AFC?
I'm gonna have to go with the Bills right now, man. They rolling hot. They started slow. They gel at the right time, and they're healthy in January. That's the most important part of football. Your team being healthy is in December. December and January football. So it's gonna be fun to see what's going on this Sunday and Saturday, and watch these games. Man, I'm excited, looking forward to it.
It's been amazing. It feels like the playoffs already started with that Dolphins, Bills, and the Colts Texans game. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, that was a playoff game. That was a big one. I was locked in on that game. I couldn't believe it.
It was amazing. CJ
Texas
Stroud
playing
is
good.
literally
CJ
so
Stroud,
good.
shout out to him.
So good.
He playing great football down there in Houston, man.
Anyway, Jadeveon, thank you so much for coming on my show, Jake's Takes today. Did you enjoy your time with me today?
Man, I appreciate you having me, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm looking forward to you in the future. I know you'll be doing big things.
Thank you so much.